Someone complimented a friend of mine on how she looked in her trousers last month, and she didn't believe them. She actually laughed it off, because for years she'd been blaming her belly for what was really the wrong pair of pants, same body, a different cut. And suddenly she looked like the confident woman her friends had been telling her she was all along. Have you ever stood in front of the mirror in a pair of pants that should have worked, and somehow you looked shorter, wider, a little defeated, and you did the thing we all do? You grabbed the soft part of your middle and you told yourself the pants were fine. It was you. I want you to hear me on this. It's not you. 9 times out of 10 it's the rise, the fabric, or the leg shape, and nobody ever sat you down and told you which one. Here's the honest part. After 60, our shape shifts. The waist softens, the belly rounds a little lower than it used to, the whole middle asks for something different than it did at 40. That's not a problem to solve. That's just a body that has lived. And the trousers we reach for out of habit were often designed for a shape we simply aren't anymore. I'm Ruth, and I'm going to be honest with you the way a good friend across the kitchen table would. Today, it's just about trousers, jeans, leggings, dress pants. 7 cuts that quietly work against a fuller tummy and a lower belly, and the pair that feels wonderful instead, and everybody here is welcome. This is about feeling good in your clothes, not changing who you are. Stay with me all the way to number 7, because there's one pair almost every one of us with a rounder middle already owns. It's the one we bought for comfort, and it's secretly draining the whole outfit. I'll tell you exactly what to wear instead. So, let's find what makes you feel seen again, one small change at a time. Now, before we start, let me be clear about something. I am not a fashion expert. I don't think anybody really is. We're all just trying to get dressed in the morning and feel like ourselves. So, everything I share with you today, these are suggestions, they are not rules. If something on this list is your favorite thing to wear and it makes you happy, then you keep wearing it. I'm just here to open a door or two, and I should tell you where I'm coming from, because it matters. I have what my mother used to call a short waist. There's not a lot of real estate between my ribs and my hips, and after 60 my lower belly went soft and settled in like it pays rent. So I'm not talking down to you from some tall, flat-tummied place. I've stood in the fitting room nearly in tears over a pair of pants. Everything I'm about to tell you, I learned the hard way, on my own body. A viewer wrote me this week and asked a question I get more than any other. She said, "Ruth, I love the look of the trousers all the younger women wear, but every pair I try just stops at my tummy and gives up. What am I doing wrong?" And I wanted to answer her properly, because she isn't doing anything wrong. She's just been handed the wrong pants. Let me walk you through it. And here's the thing I wish somebody had told me 20 years ago. A pair of trousers has really only 3 jobs it can do for a fuller middle. Where it sits, that's the rise. What it's made of, that's the fabric. And what shape the leg makes. Straight, tapered, wide. Get those 3 right, and almost any pant will treat you kindly. Get even one of them wrong, and it doesn't matter how much you paid or whose name is on the label, it'll fight your shape all day. So that's really all we're doing today. We're just gonna look at those 3 things, one honest layer at a time, and then a couple of little details the stores never mention. Nothing complicated. Nobody hands you this memo, so consider me your memo. The first one is the low-rise or mid-rise pant that sits under the belly. You know the pair. It rides down below the fullest part of your tummy, so the waistband ends up cutting a line right across the lower belly, and everything soft settles over the top of it. We call that, well, it's the muffin, and it's not because of our bodies, it's the rise. That waistband has nowhere to sit but under the round part, so it dents in where we're softest and pushes everything up and over. On a rounder middle, it never lies flat, because it's fighting the shape instead of holding it. Here's what feels wonderful instead. A smooth high-rise that sits right at your natural waist, the narrowest part, just under your ribs, above the belly, not below it. When the waistband sits up there and gently holds, it does 2 beautiful things. It gives your belly a soft, smooth home instead of squeezing it into a shelf, and it lengthens your leg, because your leg now visually starts higher. Look for a wide, smooth waistband with a bit of give, and a little inner panel if you like the extra support. When I switched to a true high-rise, I honestly stood taller in the mirror before I'd even fixed my posture, which brings me to number 2. Number 2 is the fabric. And this one is sneaky, because 2 pants can be the exact same cut and feel like completely different garments depending on what they're made of. The 2 that quietly work against us are the stiff, rigid ones with no give at all. The old, no-stretch denim that stands up by itself. And the thin, clingy, grabby ones, like a cheap pant, that shows every single ripple and clings to the belly like plastic wrap. The stiff one won't move with you and digs in. The thin, clingy one hides nothing and grabs everything. What you want is right in the middle, structured but soft. A fabric with a little body to it, a little weight, and just enough stretch that it skims over your middle instead of gripping it. Think a good ponte with real substance, a stretch twill, a denim with a touch of give that holds its shape but doesn't fight you. The way I think about it is this: you want fabric that falls, not fabric that clings, and not fabric that stands. Cheap, thin jersey clings, so it maps every ripple like a wet swimsuit. Rigid old denim stands, so it dents in and pooches out wherever it likes. But a fabric with a bit of weight to it drapes. It falls in a soft vertical line and just glides over whatever's underneath, quiet as you please. Here's the honest, real body truth. I'm not going to pretend fabric can flatten a tummy. It can't, and it shouldn't have to. But the right fabric glides right past the soft parts and lets the shape of the pant do the work. Run the fabric between your fingers in the store. Give it a gentle scrunch in your fist and watch how it lets go. If it springs back smooth, it'll skim. If it stays crumpled and creased, it'll cling and crease on your body too. And hold it up to the light for a second. If you can see your hand right through it, it's too thin, and it will show everything. That one little test at the rack has saved me so much heartache in the fitting room. Number 3 is all about the leg, and this is a big one for an apple shape. It's the tapered ankle pant, or the true skinny, the kind that's roomy through the hip and then narrows down tight at the ankle. Here's the plain language why. When you're fuller through the middle and then the pant pinches in tight down at your ankles, your eye reads the whole shape as round on top, narrow on the bottom. It reads like, and I say this with love, because I own 12 pairs of them. A light bulb. Wide up top, pinched at the bottom. All the attention goes to the middle and there's nothing down below to balance it out. The fix is genuinely magic, and it's just geometry. A straight leg or a gentle boot cut. A straight leg drops in a clean line from your hip straight to the floor, the same modest width the whole way down, so your whole silhouette reads as one long, elegant column instead of a bulb. And a gentle boot cut, just the smallest flare from the knee down, adds a touch of width at the bottom that balances the width in the middle, so your waist looks smaller by comparison. Think of it like a good vase. A vase that's wide in the middle and pinched tight at the base looks tippy and top-heavy. Give that same vase a base that's just as wide as its middle, and suddenly the whole thing looks balanced and grounded and right. That's all a straight leg or a boot cut is doing for an apple shape, giving the bottom enough presence to hold up the middle. My composite friend Fran, a true apple, carries everything right up front, thin little legs, the whole silhouette wide at the waist. She lived in tapered ankle pants for a decade because she thought skinny meant slimming. And I understand why. We were all told for years that tight equals thin, but tight at the ankle over a full middle just makes the middle shout louder. The first time she put on a proper straight leg trouser, she turned sideways in the mirror, went quiet, and said, "Well, where has that been all my life? Nowhere near her ankles, is where." Number 4 is the crop, and this one is really for those of us who are shorter. Hello, that's me too. It's the cropped pant that stops right at the widest part of the calf. If your legs are on the shorter side, that pant does something unkind by accident. It chops your leg off at its fullest point, right at the calf muscle, and everything below it looks stumpy, and the whole leg looks shorter than it is. You want your leg to look long and uninterrupted, and a crop landing at the widest part does the exact opposite. 2 ways to feel wonderful instead. 1. Go full length. And I mean a hem that just grazes the top of your shoe. When the fabric runs all the way down and nearly kisses the shoe, there's no cut line, so the leg reads long. And listen, this is worth the trip to the tailor. A hem is the cheapest, most powerful alteration there is for us shorter women. A few dollars and 10 minutes to shorten a full-length pair to just graze your shoe. That will do more for your whole line than almost anything else you can buy. I get every pair hemmed now, and I don't apologize for it. 2. If you love a crop, and I do in summer, then let it end at the slimmest point of your lower leg, right at that fine little part just above the ankle bone. Here's the plain reason it works. Wherever a pant ends is where the eye stops and takes your measurement, so you want it to stop you at your narrowest point, not your widest. A crop that ends at your slimmest ankle looks intentional and elegant, and it shows off the daintiest part of your leg. A crop that ends at your widest calf looks like it shrank in the wash. Same pair of pants, 2 inches of difference, completely different woman in the mirror. And can I just say, there is nothing wrong with a lovely rounded calf. I'm not asking you to hide a single thing. I'm just saying a hem lands softer at the ankle, and that's kinder to the eye. Your calf did nothing wrong. Now let me plant something with you before number 5, because I promised you honesty. Not everything on the do not list is truly off limits forever. Some of it just needs one small correction, and number 5 is my favorite example of that. Number 5 is the pleated front. Now, pleats have a bad reputation with women our age, and I earned mine the hard way. It's the pant with pleats that poof open across the tummy. Those little folds that were meant to fall flat, but instead spring apart over a round belly and add volume right where we already have it, so you get this little tent effect across the front. And for years, I did what a lot of us did. I swore off all pleats, banished them, told everyone pleats were aging, and I had it backwards. Let me back up, because this is the self-correction I owe you. It was never the pleat's fault, it was the waistband underneath it. When pleats sit on a thin, gathered elastic waistband, they've got nothing to anchor to, so they pop open and poof. But when those same pleats fall from a smooth, flat, structured waistband, they hang straight down in long, clean lines, and they actually add gentle room over the tummy without adding bulk. The right pleat is your friend. The wrong pleat just needed a flat waistband. So the fix isn't no pleats, it's flat front, or pleats that drop from a smooth waistband. Turns out I gave away some perfectly good trousers for no reason at all. Live and learn. Number 6 is the waistband itself, and it's the one nobody talks about. It's that visible, thin, elastic casing waistband. You know the one, the pull-on pant where the elastic is all gathered up in a little channel and it ripples and bunches right across the front of your belly. We buy them for comfort, bless them, and I understand why. But that thin gathered elastic creates a row of little ripples right at the fullest part of the tummy, and it draws the eyes straight to the middle. It's comfortable, and it's working against you at the same time. The good news is, you do not have to give up comfort to fix this. You want a hidden waistband instead. A wide, smooth panel with the stretch built into the fabric, so there's no gathering, no ripple, just a clean, flat surface across your middle. A flat pull-on with a wide, smooth band is every bit as comfortable and lies perfectly flat. A side zip does the same job. It moves the closure off your belly and onto your hip so the front stays smooth. And honestly, the simplest trick of all, just let a longer layer skim over the top of it. I won't get into tops today, that's a whole other conversation, but a top that falls a little longer and glides right past the waistband hides a multitude of ripples, comfort, and a smooth line. You can have both. And now, number 7, the one I told you to wait for. This is the pair almost every single one of us with a fuller middle already owns, and it's the one quietly draining your whole outfit. It's the stiff, heavy, wide leg pant. And its close cousin, the tapered elastic ankle comfort pant that we all bought for travel and never took off. Let me take them together, because they fail the same way. A heavy, rigid, wide leg on a shorter, rounder frame doesn't drape. It stands. It's like fabric armor. It adds so much stiff volume around a petite frame that it swallows you whole. and you disappear inside a tent of material. And that soft tapered comfort pant with the elastic ankles? It's the light bulb shape and the rippled waistband, all in one pair, sold to us as the comfortable choice. Here is the exact swap, and it changes everything. You still get your wide leg, you just get a fluid, drapey one instead of a stiff one. A soft, flowing wide leg trouser in a fabric with real drape falls in one long liquid line from a high waist straight down, past the middle, past the hips, right to the floor. It doesn't stand away from you. It moves with you, and it lengthens you like nothing else. Katharine Hepburn built her whole look on a clean, wide trouser, and to my eye, no one ever looked more elegant or more at ease. Then you finish it with a hem that just clears the floor and a pointed shoe peeking out at the bottom, and I promise you, you will look inches taller. My composite friend Nita is barely 5'2", and she was terrified of wide legs, convinced they'd eat her alive. We found her a soft, drapey pair with a high waist and hemmed it to just off the floor over a pointed flat. She sent me a photo and wrote 3 words. I look tall. She's not tall. The pants just told the truth better. Now, since so many of you have shorter legs like Nita and like me, let me give you the pant-specific tricks for looking longer so you can put them to work on any pair. First, the rise. A higher waist starts your leg higher, so more of you reads as leg. Second, full length. A hem grazing the shoe, no cutoff line, lets the leg run long and uninterrupted. Third, match your shoe to your hem. A shoe in the same tone as your trouser blurs the line where the pant ends and the leg begins, so the eye keeps traveling and the leg looks longer. And fourth, keep it tonal from the waist down. A bottom half, all in one color, one unbroken column, is the oldest lengthening trick there is, and it never fails. Rise, length, tonal shoe, monochrome bottom, 4 little levers, and every one of them is free. So let's pull back for a second, because I don't ever want this to land as a list of things wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with your body, your belly, your apple shape, your short little legs like mine. None of that is a flaw to be fixed. The trousers are supposed to serve you, not the other way around. When a pair of pants doesn't work, that is a failure of the pants, not of you. And when you find the pair that does, the high rise that holds you gentle, the drapey wide leg that lets you float across a room, you don't look like a different woman, you look like you, finally seen. The one your friends have been complimenting all along, whether you believe them or not. You are not too old for any of this. You're just getting started. Go stand in your closet this week and just check the rise on a couple of pairs. That's all. Start there. If this helped even a little, a like tells me you'd like more of the real body kind, and it helps another woman our age find her way here too. And I truly want to know, what is the one pair of pants you own that makes you feel absolutely wonderful the second you put them on? Tell me in the comments. Tell me why, because I read every one of them and I steal the good ideas. Be kind to your reflection. I'll see you next time.